and all that we sowed is reaped by the Saxons. We British cling to the high western lands and talk of revenge, but there is no sword that will fight a great darkness. There are times, too frequent now, when all I want is to be with the dead. Bishop Sansom applauds that wish, and tells me it is only right that I should yearn to be in heaven at God's right hand. But I do not think I shall reach the saints' heaven. I have sinned too much, and thus fear hell, but still hope, against my faith, that I will pass to the other world instead. For there, under the apple trees of four-towered Anwin, waits a table heaped with food, and crowded with the shadow bodies of all my old friends. Merlin will be cajoling, lecturing, grumbling, and mocking. Galahad will be bursting to interrupt, and Keeble, bored with so much talk, will steal a larger portion of beef and think no one notices. And Cynwyn will be there. Dear, lovely Cynwyn, bringing peace to the turmoil roused by Nimue. But I am still cursed by breath. I live while my friends feast, and as long as I live I shall write this tale of Arthur. I write at the behest of Queen Igraine, the young wife of King Brockvale of Powys, who is the protector of our small monastery. Igraine wanted to know all I can remember of Arthur, and so I began to write these tales down. But Bishop Sansom disapproves of the task. He says Arthur was the enemy of God, a spawn of the devil. And so I am writing the tales in my native Saxon tongue, that the saint does not speak. Igraine and I have told the saint that I am writing the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ in the enemy's language, and maybe he believes us, or maybe he is biding his time until he can prove our falsehood, and then punish me. I write each day. Igraine comes frequently to the monastery to pray that God will grant her womb the blessing of a child, and when her prayers are done, she takes the finished skins away and has them translated into British by the clerk of Brockvale's justice. I think she changes the story then, making it match the Arthur she wants, rather than the Arthur who was. But perhaps that does not matter, for who will ever read this tale? I am like a man building a wall of mud and wattle to resist an imminent flood. The darkness comes when no man will read. There will just be Saxons. So I write about the dead, and the writing passes the time until I can join them. The time when Brother Derval, a humble monk of Dinarac, will again be Lord Derval Cadern, Derval the Mighty, champion of Dumnonia and beloved friend of Arthur. But now I am just a cold old monk, scribbling memories with my one remaining hand. And tonight is Samain Eve, and tomorrow is a new year. The winter is coming. The dead leaves lie in shining drifts against the hedgerows. There are redwings in the stubble, gulls have flown inland from the sea, and woodcock gather under the full moon. It is a good season, Igraine tells me, to write of old things, and so she has brought me a fresh pile of skins, a flask of newly mixed ink, and a sheaf of quills. Tell me of Arthur, she says, of golden Arthur, our last and best hope, our king who never was a king, the enemy of God, and the scourge of Saxons. Tell me of Arthur. A field after battle is a dreadful thing. We had won, but there was no elation in our souls, just weariness and relief. We shivered about our fires and tried not to think of the ghouls and spirits that stalked the dark, where the dead of Lugvale lay. Some of us slept, but none slept well, for the nightmares of battle's end harried us. I woke in the black hours, startled out of sleep by the memory of a spear thrust that had so nearly skewered my belly. Issa